as an intro.
Got that hot tea. Hey, welcome to the Major League Minute Podcast. I'm Doc, and this is GMP. Today, we're talking all things MLV and some other stuff. Before we get into it, we got to talk about this centerpiece in the middle of the podcast table. What are we looking at here? What are we doing?
Dude, it's huge.
It is huge.
The thing weighs like 50 pounds.
It's large and in charge. You want to tell us what it is?
Well, my parents are cleaning out their house because we got Grandma Charlotte moving in.
Okay.
So my dad texted Mason and I, and he was like, you have 84 hours to get all this out of our house. 2 hours later, he goes, you now have 82 hours. 3 hours later, he's like, you now have 70. It was annoying. So we're like, let's just get over there now. This happens to be something that they had stored away. And all these years, I thought my high school had it.
Just a little something, something.
And it's just a little something, something. It is the trophy for when I won National Gatorade Player of the Year.
So that's in the country, not in the state of Nebraska. That's in the USA.
Yes. And okay. I feel weird, not one to brag or boast, but that is overall in the entire country. And I still can't believe that it's mine. I really can't. I don't like.
That's taken us way back.
Yeah, it says 2008 on here, but it's kind of
that's almost 20 years, right?
Yeah.
18. Ouch.
I know. I don't feel that old.
Hey.
How does that make you feel?
I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to go right into the episode 16. Can you believe we've been doing this for 16 episodes?
No.
Are you having fun yet? Still trying to figure out. The jury's still out. Hey, but it's fun for me.
No, you definitely make it fun. I'm just here to talk. You're here to crack the jokes.
Today, week 8 recap. We're already 8 weeks in, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about week 9 preview. Mm-hmm. But before we do that, we always like to give an update and a shout out to the Volley app. I mean, for some odd reason, I'm holding at 14th and you're holding at...
Yeah, it's like the same reoccurring pattern at least the last 3 weeks. I finish 7th. Your wife, Carrie, finishes right in front of me. And then Tallahassee Turtles and Go Bills are number 1 and 2.
So what does that mean? Because I've been holding at 13, 14 for like a month now.
I don't know. I feel like anything can happen, even though I don't know what I'm trying to say. The results have been the same the last couple of weeks. I feel like anything can happen. We've seen injuries. We've seen bench players become starters. We've seen lineups just change for no reason. So I don't know if they're lucky or they just pick consistent players. And maybe that needs to change for me. Maybe I need to start doing 3-week contracts instead of 1-weekers.
Wait a second. I thought that was the cheat code.
No, I never said that was the cheat code. I said it was more fun that way because there's so many good players. But the cheat code is going off after good blockers. Remember?
Well, how big of a cheat code is it if it's not actually changing your positioning?
Well, maybe I'm not recruiting the best blockers.
Could be that.
But then it's also like we're human, so we're athletes, and we don't play perfect every single match. So maybe the week I think I choose the best blocker, they come up short.
Okay. Nevertheless, we're up to 41 teams in our fantasy league.
Yay,
How do they join our fantasy league? Because our goal is to get over 50 teams in the MLM
Yes, that is our goal. I really hope we can do it. volley.com/MLM.
You're supposed to draw the / as you say
it. Bad.
Yeah.
How do you forward? Yep. Maybe I'll remember that when I say what? Say what?
Say what?
Anyway, so they can download the app, create an account, and then in the fantasy portion, you can join the Major League Minute League.
And if you haven't joined yet, please do. It's a ton of fun.
It is fun.
I thoroughly enjoy it. And it looks like every week, Ryan is making updates to you can actually do different things and have different options. And I'm getting notifications of the injury report this week. I seen that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. I think they're just constantly trying to upgrade it, constantly making it more efficient, more attractive, all the things. They're very invested in it and it shows.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's really fun. I mean, there's like an update every week, which is great. They're learning, they're adaptive, all the things. So
So the top scorers for this week, as it relates to the Volley Fantasy League,
we have a new appearance this week.
Okay, tell us about her.
Well, I'll get to that. First, we go with third place.
Okay.
And this is a consistent top scorer. PBR with Grand Rapids.
She's been top 3 every week pretty much.
Yeah.
At least when she's playing, when she was healthy.
Right.
Guaranteed to be at the top because she does what so well?
She does everything well.
That's
so
it.
She can go for aces. She can go for digs. I mean, in one of these matches this week, she got 23 digs. The same amount as a libero. Right. So she gets digs. She gets blocks. She obviously gets kills. Mm-hmm. So she is a player that is just consistent in every single skill. So
is she still on the board if somebody wants to pick her? Because I noticed that sometimes when I try to pick somebody, one time I tried to pick Nati and she was not on the board. She was locked.
Yeah, I think that means that someone outpicked her. Like she was there. I actually don't know. I need to look.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
Yes, I do. I always was under the assumption that was already someone's first pick, and so they were like not for grabs. But I don't know.
That'd be a great question for Ryan to have.
Or maybe you couldn't afford her.
No, because I could take somebody above her and below her in the salary cap.
Okay.
In the money line, but
yeah,
I don't know exactly what that means. It'd be a great question. If the people at the Volley app or Ryan could comment on that in our comments, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask him. So then in second place this week, another familiar player, that's Leah Edmond.
Mm-hmm.
She went off this week, it seemed like.
And then out of nowhere.
And then our first top scorer this week is a first appearance for her, and that's Kayla Lund.
Right.
With Indy.
Yep. She only played one game though, right?
I think she only played one game because she's not a starter.
And didn't even start the game that she played.
No, she came in and she scored. I think it was like at least 10 kills. She hit 650, something like that. She was like untouchable. I feel like, the star in Mario, like when you get a star and you're like invincible and like you can do whatever you want in your hyper mode.
Yeah.
That was her that night.
Good for her.
She was a star.
Yep. And then why did she get to play, or how did she get to play? Or I think she came in for Lecator,
I think she came in for Lecator, who wasn't maybe performing.
Okay.
Just wasn't doing what the team needed at that moment.
Definitely.
Kayla came in and
guns a-blazing and took them over the top in that match at least.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's touch on next week. We have a special guest.
Yay, so finally.
Podcast.
I feel like it's been forever since we've had a special guest.
What we had
it's only been
week. We had Thomas and Bird on last week. You
that
talking
was
about
like
an AMA?
An AMA,
guest?
Yeah. I know we had our emergency pod last week with
game day pod
with Bird and
Did we
Thomas.
Get in trouble for that one, by the way? Do we know?
Not to my knowledge. Nope. We were good.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a minute, I feel like, since we've had an AMA.
Has it been a major league minute though?
That's perfect. A major league minute since we've had an AMA. Next week we have one that we've been. Do you want to
tell them? Do you want to tell them, or do you want them to? Do we want to leave the suspense, and then when you put out your video, they'll know who it is? Are you going to do a video this week?
Yeah, I'll do a video.
So, do we want to tell them now, or do we want them?
Okay,
to know once.
Let's keep them hanging.
Let's do it. AMA segment. So we're doing that next week.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll let all y'all know who the special guest is going to be later on this week. We already have her penciled in. So this is going to be a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
She is playing at the top of her game right now. Actually, they are playing at the top of their game, and she is, thanks to in large part what she's doing. Do you want to talk about it, or do you want?
How do I talk about it without revealing who
we're building
it is?
Suspense.
I think.
Let's give them some clues, some hints, something that they can. She's on one of the top teams in the league.
She's steady.
Yes.
And effective.
And efficient.
Is that the same thing as effective?
No, effective, efficient, and excellent. She's playing.
Those are all three different words.
Yep, but she fits.
Different
she's
meanings.
Checking all those boxes. So we're looking forward to having her on the podcast.
Okay.
Make sure you stay tuned to the Major League Minute. We're going to announce that on Instagram and TikTok.
Yep.
Who our guests are. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, Major League Minute, please do that. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And here we go. Now, please
take a sip of my tea.
Yeah, please. Is it hot tea? Because we know Gina's always got the hot tea.
It is hot tea.
And it's legit hot tea this time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All-Star. Let's go to, we got the All-Star game coming up. Do we need to get into that a little bit in terms of, Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Do players want to play in it? What's the benefits?
Okay, so I was thinking about this in our conversation last week.
Yeah.
I think there should be I don't know, I'm conflicted because I think there should be an all-star match, and then there is a difference between like an all fans appointed match. Because if you leave it up to the fans,
Is that what they're doing? Because we get to vote. All the fans get a vote, right? How does it work?
all the fans get a vote daily. So I didn't know that it was a daily thing, which I love that it's daily because that gives me the opportunity to vote for different players, because there's a lot of players that, remember I was talking about how there's at least 5 outsides that I would like to appoint for that. So the fact that you get to vote daily gives you that opportunity to do that.
Interesting.
So I love that. Don't ask me when the deadline is. I don't remember.
When's the match?
It's later in March, like the 28th.
Okay. End of March?
Yeah, it's at the end of March. So you get to vote daily. And here's where here's my train of thought. Fans are very loyal. They could be loyal and love a player that's not playing, but they love that player's personality. They love their community effort.
And they know they're probably one of the best players in their position. However, maybe they're not playing due to an injury. Example, Brittany Abercrombie on the opposite.
That's a great example, because how can you vote for her and she's been out for, it's
weeks.
It's leading into week 9 and she's been out for 4 at least. Right. I mean, that's tough. So here's what I'm thinking. It's not necessarily fair to have an all-star game and leave it up to the fans, because they don't necessarily appoint the top players. Does that make sense?
Their favorite player, perhaps.
Their favorite player. That's why I'm like, should we separate this between like a fan favorite match and an all-star match? Don't think that would ever fly. But maybe the fan favorite match could be just like not a pretend, but like, hey, here's the starting 12 of the fan favorite match. And it's just, it's just a roster. There's no game. There's no event. But here's who are the top.
Well, you would know that by if we actually tallied the votes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe the MLV should have a committee that actually, maybe they consider the fans' perspective, but at the end of the day, they make the choice. Because say Brittany Abercrombie is a fan favorite, but she hasn't been playing for 4 or 5 weeks, and say she's healthy by the end of March, is that necessarily fair? I don't know.
So it is right now, who's going to determine the all-star teams? Is it the fans, or is it the franchises, or is it a combination of the two?
I cannot confirm or deny this as fact, but
we just voting for?
I would think, even though I saw on TV it said that the fans vote, I have a really hard time believing that the fans get the ultimate say on the all-star match. So I would think that it's a combination.
Okay.
But I don't know for sure. Okay, so starting back up.
Yep, starting back to it. We have a new commissioner.
Yeah.
Do you have any hot tea on the commissioner, or where'd the commissioner come from? What do we know about her? What's her role?
Honestly,
why is she starting in the middle of season 1?
I feel offended because I didn't know anything about this decision.
Okay, yeah, right.
I'm just kidding. I'm not offended, nor do I have any
hot tea.
Oh, I don't. I did not know that this was happening, although I am really excited. Did you get a chance to read kind of her
I did.
Resume? 15 years in the front office of the NFL.
Okay.
I mean, that's
check.
That's huge.
Right.
She's probably seen, experienced, learned so much in the NFL 15 plus years. So I'm really excited just on that fact alone.
So did somebody get bumped from the commissioner position, or did they just add this position?
They added it. There was no commissioner.
Okay.
However, I did see on the same article that Jen Spiker, the CEO, has been transitioning to the vice president. So I do think it's maybe a little bump for Jen. But I don't think she still is going to have an important role, but right. I think the commissioner is the ultimate authority.
Okay.
Yeah. So she goes above CEO.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
again, really excited just to hear about her experience, her resume.
Not necessarily any experience in the volleyball world, but more in the professional football arena.
Well, professionally, yes, but she played volleyball.
Okay.
She played at Georgia Tech and
Okay.
she loves the sport. So it's exciting to have that type of resume plus passion for this product.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the coming years.
And does this start immediately, or is she
And
next
it's
year?
when I say that, I think it's immediately.
Okay.
But it's exciting to see what happens in the coming years because we've talked about a merge with Love in the coming years, if that's going to happen or not. Now, this new commissioner comes in with a lot of experience. I'm curious.
Could have some new ideas, some
Is
new
it,
perspective.
yeah, is it now as the merge is way far off?
Right.
Because I don't know. That'll be exciting
maybe it's
to
way
see.
far off, or maybe it's closer.
Even closer. I
Who
know. It
knows?
could
We're on the
go
spectrum,
either
or maybe
way.
it's not even impacted whatsoever. Stay tuned.
Only
Remains
time
to
will
be
tell.
seen. Looking forward to her actually addressing the fans and addressing the league. So
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
Jamie Weston. I don't think we've officially said her name yet.
Okay.
But Jamie Weston.
Welcome to the MLV, Jamie Weston.
Yay.
Commissioner.
Very exciting.
Okay. Where do we want to go next? Do you want to go right into that? Do we want to talk about the Supernovas?
Yeah.
You want to go there?
Yeah.
Supernovas again make another move late in the season, or mid to late in the season. It looks like they waived one of their middle blockers.
Mm-hmm. Elise.
Okay. Elise
Getzinger.
Okay. They carried how many?
I thought they had 15.
How many middles?
4.
Now they're down to 3, and then there was 3?
Yes, and middles is a position you do not want to be low on.
So did they pick up a middle?
Not yet.
So another Nova bit the dust, but yet they haven't picked up another Nova.
Not yet.
Okay. Definitely something that
I'm sure
through the home stretch.
All hands are on deck and they're trying to find somebody out there, yeah.
Typically it doesn't seem like you would waive somebody before you had somebody in place to.
Well, you can, yeah, there's multiple factors that can be in play here. Maybe the Supernovas initiated this because maybe they need something more in this position.
Well, obviously they need something more as a whole.
Yes. We'll get to that later, or it could have been the complete opposite where Elise just walked in and was like, hey, maybe it's like a similar situation to the libero from Columbus who went to Turkey. Maybe, I don't know. This is no hot tea.
Is it similar to the Morgan Hens situation, perhaps?
No, because there's no trade. Okay. So I would say that it's different. But maybe Elise walked in and was like, hey, I have this other opportunity where I actually can play and help my team. Would you release me? Right. I don't know what happened. So the fact remains, though, is that they're down a middle. So this really is costly in practices, most of all.
But they have 4 middles currently.
No, now they have 3.
They have 4. Janice and Layla on the bench.
Oh, Kiara, yeah, they did have 5. What am I talking about?
So do you need another, or are they just carrying extra?
Why? I am so silly. I don't know why I thought they only had 4. 4 is okay. Okay. You can get by with 4.
Okay. So that explains it. Maybe that's why. Perhaps you can make a transition without, finding
Okay, but
first.
if that's the case, it's a weird thing to, like, why? Why would you just shave off that?
Because according to your perspective, that's one of the most valuable positions on the court.
So then you're thinking that they're out there trying to find a more effective player.
Would make sense. I'm
assuming, be
from my perspective, it looks like the Supernovas are hemorrhaging in terms of, it looks like they're losing. Well, they're losing matches. How many in a row?
5.
Yeah, which is unheard of. So from my perspective, they're looking anywhere and everywhere for help they can get down the stretch.
Okay. I would place my money on that.
Yeah.
That's got to be the only thing that would make sense. Unless, of course, Elise asked for this, then that's different. But yeah, Supernovas are 7 and 8. They slid down to 5th place. Gosh, that is so sad for me. I hate to see it.
Moving right along, because we'll get into the standings in a second. You don't have to look them up. They're down there. But Mac Pedraza was waived again.
Yeah.
Looks like she came in for a little bit intentionally for shampoo.
Yeah, I think this was the plan all along. And I think Mac even was aware. Amy Polly even did a post about Mac saying like, hey, you helped us in this pinch that we were in. Like, you brought nothing but joy and hard work. And so I think Mac was understanding that this was her role all along. Yeah, it was temporary. And I'm glad that the communication was like open about that. It seems like, Amy was very clear. And so there was no hard feelings, because we've seen it where there are hard feelings and it's just sour. But Mac responded to Amy saying like, I got nothing but love for this team and I'll be cheering you guys on. So just that honesty really creates good mojo.
Yeah, you don't burn any bridges.
Exactly.
Because these players, they just move from one franchise to the next. Sometimes they stay, but a lot of times you'll see they were playing with this team this year, and next year they're with another team, and then the following year they're with a different team. So keep all those options and doors and bridges open. Right?
That's the only way to do it.
Okay, let's talk about this Terry Pettit post. We thought there was some...
Well, yeah, speaking of players going from one team to another.
What does that have to do?
Because we were talking about, well, in Terry's post.
Who's Terry Pettit?
Terry Pettit is a legend here in Nebraska. He basically, he is the one who started Nebraska volleyball. He's the one who got it to be at the level it is.
He was the coach?
He was the coach, the head coach. Yeah, he won the national championship, I want to say 3 times.
Okay.
So he's a legend here, very well known. And now that he's retired from coaching, he has really entered into like the podcast realm, and social media. So he made this post about Coach, what is it? Wisner. Yeah.
Yep. Shannon Windsor. Windsor.
Oh, Windsor.
The head coach for the Dallas Pulse in her first year.
Yes. And so go check out the post for yourself, because I don't have it up in front of me. But to kind of paraphrase what he said, he was stressing, out of all the things, the importance of trust between, not just trust period, but trust between your head coach and your players.
Yes.
And he was arguing that it was possibly the most important thing.
There are several factors that go into building trust, including time, shared experiences, and vulnerability, is what he said. Vulnerability is critical, and without it, developing trust is difficult between the coach and the players. In a league where no team has dominant talent, trust wins.
That was how he ended the post, right?
Yep.
So that was kind of his mic drop, I guess.
Did you agree with that? He said that the travel, the fatigue, the injuries all play a part in it, but the X factor is that relationship between the coach and the players.
1,000% agree with that.
Okay.
1,000%. I mean, so he goes on to even explain how, if you look at Dallas's roster, excluding Mimi and Sophia as the rookies, the rest of the team is made up of players that didn't get re-signed, essentially, is how he...
By other MLB teams?
Other franchises, correct. That's kind of how he phrased it. And I was
Nati,
like...
right? Did you say Nati?
Well, Nati was essentially someone that wasn't re-signed. Okay. So I include her in that.
Okay.
So you get that impression of like, I don't want to say they're like misfits or whatever, like, because that's not right. They're all great players, but they were not people who were the top choices, right? Now you look at them, they're second in the league. They're on fire. They're amazing. They play with team chemistry. They love the game. They love each other. They're, going after every single thing. Why is that?
So if you look at it through the lens of the Terry Pettit lens, it comes back to the relationship, the trust that's been built between the coach and the players. And you're saying you 1,000% agree with that perspective.
That is exactly what I'm saying. Why else? I mean, what else would you attribute it to?
He said it could be a lot of things. Injuries, it could be fatigue, could be
No,
travel.
I'm saying what else would you attribute like their success to? That's what
He's
I
saying
think.
the level of the players is pretty much, there's a razor thin margin between, there's no dominant player in the MLV, which you said. Do you agree with that?
There's no dominant. How did he phrased it? Not player, dominant.
Yes. Where no team has dominant talent is what he said.
That's how I thought
There's
it was
no
dominant
team
talent.
has dominant talent.
Which that I kind of disagree with, as far because you have Indy, who I think is like extremely talented in every single position. But regardless,
that's 10-2 Indy or whatever they are now. So
yeah,
I could see that. But for the most part.
But if you if you just have a blanket statement of like, this was a team of second choices, how come they're playing so good now? It's because I'm a firm believer that the coach knows how to do things other than training in a gym. They know how to get teammates to trust one another and play for one another. The coach herself is showing trust and earning trust from those players. She's probably doing a great job encouraging them, being honest with them, putting them in situations that she knows that they'll overcome, even if they're hard. It's a bunch of different things, but I agreed with Terry on this. I agreed with Terry on this post that trust between a head coach and the players
is the X factor, is what he calls it.
Is an X factor specifically this season. I mean, look at Dallas.
Right.
And then I want to be careful with how I like phrase this or connect this, but when I was coaching under Bird, I have never in my life experienced more the value of the intangibles as a coach.
From a coaching perspective?
I think that Bird was incredible. And I don't know if, from a player, maybe they would disagree. I don't know. But just from the coaching perspective, I thought she was extremely intentional. I thought that her communication was always honest and encouraging, even if it was hard. She spoke the truth in love. Like, I really think that from Bird. She found ways to get the group to unite and come together. Even when, again, we look at last year, that roster on paper does not match the level of roster on paper this year, but she took that team to the Final Four. Now, we came up short, which is a very hot topic for her. But
so you were going down the line. Does any one of those have to do with being a female head coach?
Well, that's another interesting thing to think about, because female coach for Indy, female coach for Dallas.
Okay, keep going.
Female coach for San Diego, who's on a huge success string right now. The only male coaches in this league are for Omaha and Columbus.
Okay.
So Grand Rapids, female coach. Orlando, female coach.
Okay.
It's just interesting. I want to say that I am not like, truthfully, I'm not like this huge feminist of like women.
No, but we were saying this since day one, episode 1.
What?
About, is there
a
challenge in any way, shape, or form when you have a male coach versus a female coach for an MLV franchise?
Yeah.
That was day 1, episode 1.
It's hard for me to speak about in the sense of like relating, because in my entire life I've never had a female head coach. Never.
Right.
So it's such a game changer now. Now we see a lot more females. We have Danny Busboom. Like like a lot more female coaches. So it is really interesting.
The pendulum has swung.
I am not saying that men are better than women or that women are better than men.
You don't have to go there, but
I am thinking though that maybe women coaches have a better understanding on how to get women athletes to play more than just physically.
Okay. I like to think of it as vitalistic versus mechanistic.
You got to explain that.
Mechanistic, you just got a bunch of players. You just got a bunch of parts, a bunch of pieces. But a vitalistic approach is it's more than the sum. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. When you're able to put all these parts together, there's these intangible things that a coach brings to the table that gets them more than who they are individually. And all of a sudden, it just elevates the whole team. Vitalistic versus mechanistic. Omaha has a lot of great pieces, but they're not necessarily, the whole is not necessarily a better product than the individual parts. And to me, that's where coaching comes in. Take all those pieces, mix them all together, and before you know it, you have a cake. All those ingredients, you have a farmhouse wedding cake.
Oh, those are so good.
Sorry. Do we need to stop it right here?
We need to send Mason to go pick one up. I felt the Lord in that. Yeah, it's a great conversation. It's a great thing to think about. Just going back to Terry's post, I do want to applaud him for that, and because I think that he's 100% on.
Mm-hmm.
But even more so, I want to applaud the Dallas coach, Windsor.
By the way, have you heard her speak?
Only like on the ad, like there's a commercial during Dallas games I was
thoroughly impressed after I watched the post game presser when Dallas beat the Omaha Supernovas.
Okay.
Very impressed with her ability to articulate and relate to the players just on the podium.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me because if she can do that, she's doing the other stuff with her team and vice versa. If she's communicating with her team and getting them all fired up, she's going to be good at communicating to the public. So
should we move on to week 8 recap? Let's talk about Thursday's games first. We can breeze through this. San Diego at the Grand Rapids.
Yeah. So, seeing more injuries. So we have Hayden Kubik, who was in a boot. I don't know what her
Hayden,
timeline
we're praying
is.
For you, hoping you're getting well soon.
Yeah. And then the middle blocker from Grand Rapids. How do you say her first? Ramat?
Yeah. Yep, middle blocker, yep.
Al Hassan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's also out with a foot injury, but again, don't know the time. I didn't catch the very beginning of the commentary, but Sage did not start. Is she injured? Sage is the setter.
Okay. That I don't know.
Because their second setter, Cameron Turner, she started.
Okay.
She played both matches this week. So I'm wondering
could be another injury.
Yes, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Well, how convenient was it? Do you want to say something? Because I want to just notice how convenient it was for you to just skip over that. You picked Grand Rapids, and I picked San Diego, but you just skipped.
What do you want to say about it? What do you want to say?
Hey, point for me.
Yeah, point for you. Good job. I really thought that Grand Rapids would, they have Morgan, which, speaking of Morgan, she got 20 digs in a 3-set match.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's really good. And it made me think. I saw that the MLV, I don't know if it was a tweet or an Instagram post, but it was like, did you all know that 70% of the earth is covered by water and the rest is covered by Morgan hens? And I'm like, yeah, I've heard that one before. I've heard that before with Morgan hens, but it never gets old. She did a great job defending the courts this week. Unfortunately, her team showed up short in this match, but she did great. So anyway, I thought that they would get the win,
but it didn't.
It didn't. And
San Diego swept at Grand Rapids.
So why?
San Diego, they just got that mojo. They got that yummy. They got that mojo. Yeah, you got that. They got that mojo.
I don't even know that song.
That's Biebs. You don't know Biebs?
Oh, I know Biebs.
No, but while we're on this, you talked a little bit about somebody's post. What was your favorite pro volleyball meme this week?
Oh, man.
They are good.
They are so good.
And they're dead on.
I think it was actually the Omaha Post
Which one?
when Bud Crawford's son ran onto the court. That was so funny. It was like, I don't even know what character that is, but it was like this little chubby girl in this raincoat, and it was like the background was all smudged, and she was like running.
I
And
forgot about that.
that
Midpoint.
that was crazy. I don't even know how that happened.
I've never seen that before.
So Bud Crawford and his family were there that night because we
Mhm.
were honoring a couple wrestlers.
Yes.
And I don't know what happened. It was Bud Crawford's son is fast.
He was cooking across that
He
court.
was cooking. He's got to be what, 4?
If that.
At 3 maybe?
If that.
And one of the cameramen got a great picture of he's on the court. He's got his arms pumped and he's looking back and he has this tiny like smirk on his face. It was hilarious.
He went for it.
It was so funny. So yeah, the meme of that one really got me.
That got you?
Yeah, just because I experienced it and I was there live and seeing that post.
But along those lines, I mean, San Diego is actually rolling right now.
Yeah,
they are creeping up in the standings.
I was trying to get you to say something about Marley because I think Marley's a huge testament of their why they're successful.
I've been talking about her every week.
I know. It just
I love Marley Montserrat.
When we were talking with Bird and Thomas and you were saying how
I can't believe you guys didn't get that.
I can't believe I didn't either. In my head, I was just like, oh, he loves Morgan. It's probably Morgan, but you love Marley too. So it makes sense. But Marley and Mia are definitely the top 2 players as far as like they just exuberate joy, passion, freedom,
zeal,
all the things,
energy,
literally all the things. I don't know if there's any other players in this league that I could say match them.
No.
I think Mia and Marley got it on lock.
And the thing of that is you don't teach that. You don't coach that. You either have it or you don't. And when you have it at your quarterback position, the setter, we're going places.
I agree.
And that's why, and Hayden told us from the get-go, she said they're on the upswing.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just a matter of time. Now they're creeping up. They've been creeping up little by little in the standings. And now I think you see them in the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
And they came down from the bottom. They're coming from the bottom. Now they're ahead.
Yeah, because remember when we were talking with Hayden, they were bottom.
They were
the last in the league. Yeah. So I agree with you that is nature versus nurture. I think that's I think that comes natural to someone. I think that would be really, really difficult to coach out of someone. Does that make sense?
It does. You either got it or you don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think a coach
it's like forcing somebody to trash talk.
You point at me because
I trash talk
you're
too.
the trash talker. And every time I try and trash talk back, it's like it's a dud. Right. It's like a bust. It just
you either
flops.
got it or you don't.
I don't got it. So it's like a coach can do a lot to at least get them to a certain extent, but that extra 20 feet on the mountaintop is a natural God-given talent or characteristic.
And to me, that's another X factor. We talked about a closer being, the closer having an X factor. This is at another position with that level of exuberance or joy or freedom is another X factor from my perspective.
I don't have anything to add. I think
then
that's
let's move
correct.
on. At Omaha, I picked the ATL. You picked Omaha.
So you're 2-0.
So
and
Atlanta
I'm
1-4.
Man,
we were at this one. I was sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
And I was watching
Will you
Iko
stop
Jones.
Messing with your mic.
I was watching Iko Jones. I want to make sure the sound is good because I'm hit absolute nuke balls. She has a heavy ball.
Yeah, we
right
actually
at somebody
were
that couldn't handle.
texting each other during that match because you just don't get the same effect on TV.
No, she is strong.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sitting right there on the end court and I'm like, oh, that's a strong swing.
Yes.
And she was on fire.
It was almost
that
like
night.
there was nobody blocking.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes there wasn't.
And sometimes there wasn't.
But yeah, she really.
And maybe the reason why there wasn't always a decent block up is because Phoebe was playing out of her mind in the middle.
So you're saying the block was staying with her?
Yeah, because she was effective out of the middle.
Phoebe Phoebe had a franchise record, an opponent franchise record for hitting percentage against Omaha.
Okay.
So I think she hit like 650 against us that night. We've never had an opponent hit that high
In any position or just out of the middle?
in any position.
Okay. So she broke another franchise record.
That's
Thank you, Phoebe.
I got to
Those
talk
are
to
the
her
ones you don't
afterwards.
want to break.
I was so proud of her and happy for her. She's really, she hasn't been a starter this whole season.
Yeah, what has happened? What's transpired over the course of the year that now she's not only starting, she's actually a go-to out of the middle and playing.
Sick. Another injury happened.
Okay.
So I think it's Raven.
Colvin, yep.
Yeah, Colvin.
Yep. And she's done for the year. I just seen that.
It's a season-ending injury.
So Raven.
So, with that, although that's unfortunate, it provides opportunity for someone else. That someone else happens to be Phoebe. So she's really stepped in the last couple of matches, and she is making a name for herself. She's really coming off strong. She's playing confident. She's playing with her team.
Right.
She's not like in her own head, like, oh, I'm so nervous. Like now I'm the star. A lot of things can happen, and that's natural. But she's like, nope, I'm with my team. I'm rocking. Let's keep rolling.
She is rocking and rolling, but an interesting serve, I might say.
Oh,
a little bit of a chicken wing.
Is it? It's really. From a coach perspective, I don't understand the mechanics of it. And I said, oof, because she
probably tough to pass when it's coming off like that.
Well, I'll get to that, but she served against Omaha and she almost missed the entire net. I've never
so under the net.
She hit the bottom of the tape barely.
It happens.
Right. And she ended up, you know what? Who cares? You had a opponent franchise record against us. So it's okay. No one even remembers it, but it is effective when she gets it over. Yeah. I think it's like
more of a knuckleball.
Yeah, it's definitely a float serve, and it's like low, so it barely goes over the tape, which is
chicken winged hard.
Exactly. It's almost like a shot put.
Right.
Exactly.
But Atlanta's been playing awesome every time they're here, so I don't know why in the world would you pick Omaha?
Oh, because I was hopeful.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta is the only franchise to have a winning record over Omaha at Omaha.
And it ain't just a winning record. It looks like a dominant record.
Atlanta is now 5-1 since year 1 in 2024. In Omaha.
Okay.
That is crazy. I don't know what. I mean, the roster has changed.
I think it's the home court disadvantage for the Omaha Supernovas.
Don't go there.
We're going there.
No, don't do it. No, because don't do it.
I was also impressed with Taylor Smith.
Head.
We'll start over.
Smith is her maiden name.
So what is it? Taylor?
I think. No.
Smith?
I lied. Smith is her married name.
Okay.
Taylor Head is her maiden name.
She also played well.
She did play well.
They've been looking for a third head or a third hitter.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to be a long-term solution for them.
I think so too. They're moving and grooving with her. So
she's athletic. She's explosive. I was thoroughly impressed with her as well.
Yeah, I would say she brings something different to the table than Leah.
Undersized.
Leah is a dominant, can jump and smash a ball. Taylor will really
finesse,
hit the block, like tool the block or find different shots. So that's hard for a team to defend. Then they got a game plan for two different styles.
Yep.
So yeah, she's been doing good, but Omaha, this just was such a tough loss. The only reason I'm still hopeful that they'll make it to the Final Four and potentially even win is because a team like it's good for a team to go through something. And they're definitely going through something right now, because I think of I hate to bring up college, but you think of Nebraska this year, perfect season. They were on fire. Nobody could stop them.
Right.
Moving and grooving. And what happens in the tournament when it matters?
Right.
They come up short. Yeah. No one remembers oh, but you had a perfect season. But the end is all that matters. So yes, as a fan, it is terrible to watch the Omaha Supernovas go through what they're going through right now. But I'm still hopeful because the end is the only thing that matters. And I think back to like,
but you got to get to the end. And not everybody's going to get to the end.
That is why I am nervous now, because
now
they
it's go
slid
time.
past like into the bottom four.
Right.
And only the top four obviously make it to the finals.
Right.
So when I think about certain teams in my life that have won it all, I'm like I think about, well, I don't want to name names, but there was a team that won the national championship when I was in college, and I had a friend on the team, and she was like, we hated each other for a majority of the season. Like no one got along.
The team hated each other. Yeah.
Yes. They fought. They did not hang out outside of volleyball. They had some beef with the coach, all these things. And they ended up winning the national championship.
But what did they do to change the culture mid-season?
I think that's going to change. I think that's going to depend on the personnel. I think that's going to change.
So do you think the personnel is going to change?
No. Sorry. I'm saying like it's up to the personnel to decide that.
Okay.
What worked for one team may not work for the other team.
Okay.
But what I am saying is that, as cliche as it is, like they could be the diamond in the rough right now. Like we just got to find ways to clean ourselves off and to chisel and sharpen. And in the end, hopefully we're shining.
The principle is, if you're going through hell, don't stop. Don't stop in hell. Just keep going.
Keep on going.
But if you're catching hell, let go.
Is that part of the song too?
It ain't a song. It's a principle.
Yeah. If you're going through hell, keep on moving. Don't look back.
Do we need to edit that? Is that a song?
It's a country song.
But if you're catching hell, let go. Do something different. Make a change. Shift. Pivot.
What are they going to do?
I don't know.
I know. We'll see. But I agree with you. Something's got to change.
Indy at Columbus. Both picked Indy. Indy wins in 3 with a sweep. Pretty competitive sweep. Little bit.
Almost. Not really.
Indy's in a league of their own, pretty much sitting at the top of the food chain.
Yeah, they're just firing on all cylinders here. The team as a whole hit over 300.
Ouch.
That
means
tough
wherever
for
you're
Columbus.
going is killing.
Yeah. I thought I got to bring up this play. Did you notice, man, I don't remember what set it was in, but so Indy, Anna DeBeer hit a pipe. Columbus blocked it, but on their side, and it was a scramble play where someone popped it up and it went over the net. So it was an overpass super short to zone 2 on Indy's side. Cameron Hanna full body dove, got it up with one hand.
Okay.
Mia was right there facing her. So Mia was facing the crowd, like in zone 2.
Okay.
Not even a foot away from Cameron Hanna. Cameron Hanna pops it, emergency play, pops it perfectly straight to Mia. Mia's right there. Mia sets behind her head to Blake Muller, and there's no block, and Blake Muller smashes it. Did you remember this play?
I did not see that, but I felt like I was just there because you explained it so well. And the whole time I'm thinking, does Mia have eyes in the back of her head?
Look, I have goosebumps right now describing that play.
Okay. I didn't feel that, but I mean, I was with you.
It was sick. It was this crazy scramble play. Cameron Hanna flies, one arm passes it straight to Mia. Mia's like, I got this. She
knew she's back there.
It was like a Spider-Man moment where time freezes and she looks everywhere. And she's like, yup. And she just sets it 1 foot behind her head. And Blake Muller is like, thank you. And smashes it down with no block. That is volleyball right there. That is like, that was so good. I'm getting the goosebumps all over again.
MLB socials. Did you see it anywhere? Or are you sure this wasn't in your imagination?
No, I am positive. I even rewound it to show my husband. I was like, you got to check. This is the sickest.
That so we can see exactly if you made it up or this actually happened.
We didn't make it up. It really happened. But you were
describing it like you were there.
It It was so good. I was drooling. Like that was so good.
What makes that
So,
work?
Honestly, well,
Whatever they're doing, there's
part
working.
of it is luck, because with Cameron Hannah, I think that was luck that she passed it perfectly to Mia.
Yeah, that happens.
But
it's the connection between your setter and your hitter.
But the skill of the connection, like Mia knowing her hitters and knowing that Blake was there, and credit to Blake, she went for it. That's so good.
That's a tough set. I mean, that's a tough timing. I mean, you're feeling, you're seeing, you're hearing
everything
where they're at behind you. But I mean,
smelling
shout out
too.
to
All
hopefully
the senses.
not. Hopefully not. But I mean, she did go to the middles. The M&M, Moeller and Martin, the M&Ms combined for 17 of 29. That's almost 30 sets to the middle. Is that a lot in a 3-set match?
Yeah, comparatively, I would say not a lot of teams feel that confident and comfortable setting their middles always
from any position. I mean, she's back by the 10-foot line setting the middle at a weird angle.
Yeah.
In system.
Yeah.
Lord, hear our prayer. But anyway, M&M, Moeller and Martin really establishing themselves in the middle for the Indy. I think the timing is impeccable. They're handing out M&M kills like they're candy, one right after another. And they're not just baby tapping stuff. Balls are being driven to the floor without a doubt.
They are earning their points, but specifically in this game, they also were not earning their points because Columbus had 16 hitting errors. That's
in a 3-setter.
Bad.
That's
bad. That's bad.
What does that speak to? Because we're talking about Indy on the other side of the net. They're just firing, clicking on all cylinders. Then you have the Grand Rapids player or the Columbus players that are just airing left and right. Is it your connection? Is it your passing? Is it a little bit of everything? Is it just?
It's really everything. It totally varies from night to night. I mean, one night it just your team can catch that funk, and it's not a good funk, and it just things could just not be going your way at all. And so it really just depends. You'd have to ask the players like what happened.
Right.
So,
but you always talk about the value of the middle. How does setting the middle 30 times, getting them going, how does that change from a blocking
that's
perspective?
The cheat code. I think that is the cheat code, is to have effective middles. When you have middles who are a threat, it frees up the game for every single player and not just the middles, because then the defense is going to be really focused on those middle blockers, and that usually leaves your pin hitters one-on-one, or at the very least a huge hole in the block. So when you have effective middles, it really puts the defense in a scramble mode,
in a defensive mode.
Yeah, all the time. And so it's like you can't really ever catch your breath as a defensive player. So yeah, I think I said this weeks back, but having good, aggressive, threatening middles is the cheat code,
both offensively and defensively. And that's why that's where you're scoring, right, in your fantasy league. Didn't you mention that?
I'm trying to. Yeah. I'm still finishing 7th every week.
Orlando beat Dallas.
Yeah.
Orlando 1-4. Interesting. Shampoo was back.
Yeah. Natalie Foster really just, I mean, she was.
So she got an opportunity because somebody's hurt?
I don't think so. I don't think Bree Kelly's hurt. I think she probably just got the start.
Okay. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
But again, set the middle 40 times. Shampoo set the middle 40 times in that match. That's a lot.
Yeah. This was 4 sets versus 3 sets. Right. So it's, equivalent. But Natalie just, in my opinion, she was most effective on the service line.
She was also effective out of the middle.
She was. But they won that first set because of Natalie.
Did you watch that end of that?
I did.
At the service line. I think it was 6 in a row. I think it was 19 to 20, whatever. 23 or something like that. Might even been
23. Right. I think it was 18 to 23 at one point. And she went back and served 6 times. So then, but that would make sense because they got the point at 18 and then she went back when it, So she's the reason why they arguably won that match, just because of that first set alone. They stole all the momentum away from Dallas.
And I did look at the stats. She is almost double the next leading
Oh,
ace getter, which I think is Anna DeBeer.
oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
So she has almost double the second place in terms of as it relates to aces
It's
on the season.
so effective.
This one, she finished with 2 aces, but more importantly, she got them out of system on that serve that apparently she knows exactly where that thing's going.
Apparently. I don't think she does.
Except for the one that went 10 rows up.
Yeah, did you?
I did.
That was in a later set.
Hey.
It went, I'm pretty sure it hit someone in the crowd.
To your point, she hit 435. Downtown Cass Brown hit 353. I mean, they got the middles going, got Dallas on their heels, and Dallas needed both Thunder and Lightning. Didn't get them. Lightning only hit 130. Maldonado Diaz hit 130. Thunder, Mimi hit 20. She had 27 points, hit 388, 4 blocks, and 1 ace.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're going to need both the Thunder and Lightning in order to beat some of these top tier teams, I think. One without the other.
Yeah. And Kaylee Cox on the opposite.
Oh, yeah. Don't sleep on her.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep this show on the road.
Sunday, this is your trap match, right? You don't like Sunday afternoons. Sunday afternoons are for sleeping and for naps, not for MLB volleyball.
It's tough as a player. I hate to keep giving that excuse, but for whatever reason, it's just like it's a natural engravement into our human nature to like want to rest on Sundays.
Sunday is the day of rest?
Yeah. It's biblical, but I feel like it's also natural. And so it's just tough to get like in that mindset. But again, I don't want to keep using that as an excuse. You're an athlete, you're hired to do this, you got to get the job done no matter what day of the week it is. But Indy,
because Indy wins in 4 over Omaha on a Sunday afternoon.
I mean, I'm surprised we even I'm surprised we won the first set just by the next 3 sets. I mean, I feel like Indy just dominated us.
After the first set.
They just made it. So I know it was 25-22 and 25-21, but even with that, like it just felt easy for Indy. Every single player was contributing. Every single player was on. They were like laughing, it seemed like.
Having so much fun.
Where it's like when you're laughing, when you see that from the opponent side and they're laughing, it's like they don't take us seriously.
Right.
Like they don't feel threatened at all. And so that is so discouraging. And it's a great mind game. If you're like that team and you're laughing
and you're dancing and you're selling and you're grittying and you're just having fun, footloose and fancy
it's
free.
It's a mind game right there. And they are number one with that.
And then they mess around and bring somebody off the bench that haven't really seen much all year.
Kayla
and she
Lund.
goes off.
I am so impressed. Like I said in the beginning, she was just like a complete star, just untouchable. Nothing fazed her. Just playing with a torn MCL too, right? Did you hear that on TV?
MCL or meniscus?
Oh, meniscus. Okay. I think it's meniscus. And she's like, you would have never known. No, I mean, nothing was phasing her or hindering her. She was playing out of her mind.
What is your perspective on that in terms of coming off the bench versus being a starter? Personally, your experience, did you prefer one or the other?
I always prefer being a starter, and not because of selfish reasons, but I just think, I know I've described this before, I'm more comfortable in my role. For me as a bench player, I think there's way more pressure.
Really?
I always felt way more pressure when I'm on the bench.
I always think there's some value to spending some time on the bench watching the game. So I see both sides of it, but obviously,
she's been everybody on the bench, could be different,
right? But the bottom line is, you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready when your number's called.
Yeah,
and she was ready.
Just listening to her post-match interview on the court, seems like she's a great teammate. She's really put a lot of emphasis being ready for her team, wanting to contribute however she could, stepping up when the team needed her. And she seems like she really believes what she's saying because she played that way.
Right. And the question becomes then, I mean, from my perspective, it looks like it's pretty much plug and play all day long for the Indy Ignite. It don't matter who they put in. So my question to you is, go ahead.
Is that coaching?
Is she pushing how do you say her name? Bertolotti?
I don't know.
Bertolacci.
I think it's a
Coach.
chi.
Yeah, Bertolacci. Is she pushing all the right buttons right now?
I think so.
I
I
mean,
think she's got it figured out as well.
because obviously they're.
I mean, this is like, this is a fan's dream to see the team and these individual players play this way.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got it figured out. I feel like that's a testament to her. You don't really see, Dallas comes close, but you don't really see any other teams this year play that way.
So
maybe besides San Diego.
Okay, right now. So we're back to Terry Pettit's original point. Does this have a lot to do with the trust that's been developed between the players and the
I think
coach?
Yes, absolutely. Even more so for Indy, because Indy's their bench is
right
the same amount of skill and level as the starters. So that's like, to have those bench players not turn on their coach and turn on their players because they think they should be the ones starting. That's huge. And I think that is a huge testament to the coaching.
And on a side note,
and to the players too.
It never hurts to have Mia as your quarterback calling the shots, running the show.
Yeah.
Dallas at Atlanta.
Yeah, we got to get
Dallas
going.
1-5. What you mentioned the commentator?
Oh man, that was a tough one for me. They first of all needed to change her mic.
Where was it? It was on YouTube.
The mic was so, like, my husband and I would like cringe when she was talking. Just basically, I think if she would have had a different mic, it would have been a little bit better.
Was there too much treble? Like sometimes at these matches where it's just too.
Maybe it was that. I don't know. But I will say she was a great hype woman. I would hire her.
Okay.
She was very passionate. And I think maybe that was why the mic was like so bad too, because she was maybe like emphasizing and putting a lot of sound into it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's not what we should be focusing on.
But Dallas 1-5. I feel like Maldonado Diaz, Lightning, and Mimi Collier close it out. I feel like they got a couple closers, and then Van Berserkirk in the middle.
Yeah, she's actually one of the best blockers.
Yeah.
And so
I would consider her a stat sheet stuffer on the week.
I hired her this week on my fantasy team, so
did
she
better. She help you?
No, like this
coming
week.
up. Yeah. I mean, she hit 556, 3 blocks, 3 digs, 2 aces out of the middle.
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then in this match, we saw Leah Edmond hit her 1,000 kills mark.
I've been trying to figure that one out all week.
What do you mean?
1,000 kills in the MLV, 1,000 kills pro, 1,000 kills from college to pro. How does that work?
I don't know, actually.
Because it sounds like she's the first MLV player to reach 1,000 kills.
Yeah. So over 3 years,
yes.
2.5 years, I would have to. So if you average.
Did the math.
Let's say you average
20.
I mean, 20 would be on the high end.
Let's say 20.
What if you have a 3-set match? Or
just
like
go 20 because she's also above 20.
So you paid 24 matches
a season
in the first year, in the second year, and this year I think
it's
50
28. Times 20. That's 1,000.
Oh, so yeah, it's just the MLV.
Okay. I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that all week.
I mean, we figured that out in like 20 seconds. You couldn't do that within a week?
Couldn't do it.
Okay.
And they were led by Aiko Jones in this one again. No,
I think Aiko hit
negative.
Yeah, she did not. Again, it's like everyone just plays good in Omaha, because that was the same thing with Morgan Lewis with San Diego. She had the best match of her life in Omaha, and then the next match flopped.
Yep.
So it's like, gosh, why are we like that?
But so come to Omaha and play your best match of your life.
No,
welcome to Omaha.
We don't want that.
But you know who didn't flop?
Phoebe.
Yes.
Yeah, another great performance by her.
She's stacking them up.
I'm excited to see how far she goes this year.
Absolutely. Grand Rapids at Orlando. Grand Rapids wins in 4.
And we both picked Orlando to win this one.
Yeah, where'd this one come from? Oh, it's a Sunday sleeper match.
It's a Sunday sleeper match. Okay. So I'm like, Orlando just It's so frustrating from a fan's perspective too, because it's like, Orlando, you just beat Dallas. Like, come on, you're on a high right now, and then you lose to Grand Rapids. But with Grand Rapids, we saw that Elizabeth is back.
Mm-hmm.
So she did. I mean, I don't think she had the best hitting percentage, but she had, I think, the highest points on the team. So glad to see her back and being effective right away.
Talk about the defense.
Yeah, Morgan got 25 digs. This was a 4 set versus the 3 set. She got 20 digs. So 5
right
extra digs in one set is really good. So, but this is where I'm pointing out, Paige got 23 digs this match. So that's really good for someone who's in middle back zone 6. 23 digs is really good.
So what is this telling you? Defense wins matches? Because we both picked Orlando in this one.
I don't know if I could confidently say defense is the reason why you win. I don't think I could say that. I think there's so many different factors. But in this specific one, we see that it was extremely effective, because when you are constantly digging, the offense of the opponent becomes frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there are players who don't know how to problem solve. So they'll continue hitting the same shot thinking something's going to change, and it doesn't. It's just like, thank you, here's another dig. So it can really frustrate the offense of an opponent. So in this specific match, I think that's what happened. Is they were defending everything.
So eventually it turns into high airs by the Orlando, perhaps?
That on top of Grand Rapids was siding out when they dug a ball. So they were then the ones who were being creative and finding ways to score when it wasn't the same with Orlando.
So I'm from the thought process of offense wins games, defense wins championships.
Nice.
Doesn't apply?
No, I think it does. But I don't know if I could say overall that is the only thing.
But a good offense and a good defense beats them both.
Orlando, we were speaking of defense from Grand Rapids. Orlando hit terribly as a team. If it wasn't for Kaz Brown, I think the team would have been hitting 0.
Why were they hitting terrible, though? Because Grand Rapids was digging the mess out of everything.
Yeah,
that's probably why they hit terrible.
That's what I'm saying, is like they couldn't problem solve. They couldn't find ways to score. So they either aired or they got dug.
Get dug.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Yep, Columbus at San Diego. You pick San Diego. I pick Columbus.
Yay!
San Diego 1-4.
I can't believe you picked against your favorite team.
What do you mean?
You love San Diego.
Yeah, but I thought they were going to do it.
So for Columbus, they had not the best hitting percentage, which is kind of, I thought the second setter played this match, Audrey Pack. I actually thought that she did pretty good. So I don't know.
Do we have a setter controversy brewing?
No, I'm just saying, like, the team had a bad hitting percentage. So was it from the setter? Was it the setter's error or was it the hitter's error? In my opinion, I thought it was more the hitters. I thought Audrey did pretty good. And in this specific match, there were only 2 Columbus players that didn't see the court. So Coach Angel Perez was like,
he was digging for straws.
He was using everybody out there. He was trying to figure out just something that would work.
And never really could get it figured out because of Maren Grote.
She was doing good because she was giving her hitters the best opportunities. We saw Maya Tabron is back. I know she has a hand, not cast, but something,
some kind of strap over there.
Yeah, so she did really good. Her and Maren Grote led the charge. So Maren had like 21 points, something. And was it 17 points or 17 kills?
Maren was 17 points, 5 of them being blocks. She hits 625.
Okay, I thought maybe I wrote that she had 17 kills. But
17 points.
I mean, a middle with that many points is exceptional.
Right. So we have Hayden in the boot. Sometimes they'll play Scully on the outside.
Mm.
Didn't play her. They went to Chabran, who must have been hurt now that we see her hand. And now she's back.
I think just at the time, like, I don't know if she was injured before. I think she currently got injured, but it's playable. I think just before Shannon Scully came and had a great performance, then Hayden's come in and been really successful and consistent. So I think they were just trying to figure it out.
Okay, moving on. Rookie of the week, both of us picked Mimi.
Thunder.
Yeah.
Thunder.
Mimi Collier as our rookie of the week swept GMP and Doc. Player of the week, high key, impressive player. Interesting pick by you, but I think I agree with it. I see it. I see it. Definitely.
Okay.
I don't know. I would consider that more of a low key, but you called it a high key. But
I called it a high key, and I'll tell you why. So my pick of the week was Phoebe Awalea from Atlanta. From not being a starter and being forced into this position because of an injury, she had 2 dominant performances this week.
2 together.
And it helped. I mean, Atlanta did lose to Dallas, but it went 5. It was close. I think she was a difference maker. And you can't ignore the fact that she had an opponent franchise hitting efficiency against Omaha.
Come to Omaha and play out of your mind.
I mean, you just can't ignore that. Huge shout out to Phoebe. She was exceptional this week.
Okay. I went with the middles for Indy. No surprise.
Well, you can't pick 2, Doc. It's like
you can if they both start with M, and we got Lydia Martin and Blake Moeller. We got the M&Ms.
I see what you did there.
They were handing out kills like they were candy.
You made it a singular thing by writing it as M&M.
Yeah, I couldn't distinguish the 2. Bottom line, is this my high key? Yeah, it's my high key. They won both matches. They got set a ton. Everything was effective. They were doing everything well, so I couldn't overlook both of them, one without the other.
I don't disagree with you, and I don't know if I could pick one over the other, but
but I still see your pick as well. That makes sense. But the reason why I didn't roll with her is because they lost with Phoebe.
Oh, I mean, in 5 setters though, 5-setter.
But she could have very easily been my low key.
Yeah, you're low key.
Low key. How low can you go? Can you go down low all the way to the flow? What's your low key? You're going to hurt your back.
My low-key impressive player, which I know you mentioned you could have put this as your high key. Oh, we actually chose the same player. And that would be Kayla Lund.
Which we already discussed her.
Indy. And the only reason why I picked her as the low-key is because she only played in 1 match.
Right.
But it was arguably, I don't know if we were in here typing at the same time. I don't know if you could see my edits. I had Kayla in my high, and then I put her in my low, and then I did the same thing with Phoebe. I put her as my high, and then I switched them, and then I switched them back.
It's not that. It ain't that deep.
I take this very seriously.
Okay, obviously you do, because the match of the week.
These selections mean a lot to me. Okay.
Yeah. So congratulations.
So anyway,
Kayla Lund.
Kayla did awesome. Yep.
Match of the week.
For me, I picked Indy versus Omaha. And the reason why is because I said this is just a fan's dream to watch Indy, this team, play the way they are. It just it extends into you.
It's pure entertainment.
When I'm watching them, I find myself smiling. I find myself laughing. It reaches me through the TV.
And do you find yourself playing more free and with more joy?
I'm going to bop you.
I went with a match of the week was any match that Indy is playing right now is going to be, until I see otherwise, the match of the week.
They're just hard to ignore.
Right. It's just a plug and play.
Hard to look away.
Plug and play all day long. It don't matter who's on the floor. It's a sight to behold. That's why they're leading the league standings. Indy at 12-2, Dallas at 9-5, and then we got a log jam.
Yeah, this will be really interesting down the stretch because we have Orlando in 3rd being 7-7 and San Diego in 4th also being 7-7. And then sadly, Omaha moves to 5th place at 7-8. Then we have Atlanta 6-7, which that could go.
Right.
I mean, who knows what can happen in the coming weeks. And then we have Grand Rapids in 7th and Columbus in 8th.
All I know, down the stretch, it's a fight. It's a fight. You hit him with the left and you hit him with the right. It's going to be a dogfight all the way down to the very end. I mean, I feel like Indy and Dallas are separating themselves from the pack.
Mm-hmm.
But now between the other four, I mean, it's going to be a scrap.
Yeah, who knows who's going to finish 4th and 5th.
Who was your original top four?
Omaha, Dallas, Indy, and Orlando.
Omaha.
So I did not.
Dallas, Indy, and Orlando. Oh, you're still alive. You can still do it.
Well, yeah, I'm close, but Omaha needs to find a way to win.
Yeah, let's get through Week 8 preview. Big week coming up in the MLV Volleyball League. Thursday, Columbus at Orlando. GMP picks.
Orlando.
Same. Saturday, we got a few games. Omaha's at Grand Rapids. I think. No, don't go there.
What?
You're having a hard time with this. So the Supernovas are going. They're going to see Morgan Hentz.
Yeah.
At Grand Rapids.
Are you looking at the same screen?
Yep.
Because I picked Grand Rapids and you picked Omaha.
Exactly. Why are you doing this when we start talking about the match?
Because I am sad that I'm picking Grand Rapids. I want Omaha to win.
Stop doing this. You're concerning me. I'm going with Omaha. You're going with Grand Rapids.
I'm going with Grand Rapids. I think there needs to be a big change with Omaha.
Do you think Omaha will be able to side out after this defensive performance by Morgan Hentz and
then
PBR?
Morgan Hentz is probably going to be all fired up.
Do you think the Morgan Hentz effect is going to raise its head?
Yes, I do. That's why I picked Grand Rapids.
Okay.
I think she is going to fire herself up and fire her teammates up to beat Omaha.
Probably won't be watching that one nervously.
Right?
Dallas at Orlando. We both pick. Nope. GMP picks.
I picked Dallas.
And I pick Orlando.
I think Dallas is going to want a revenge match. Orlando just beat them. And now Dallas is going to Orlando.
I don't know.
And so I think they're going to be fired up as well.
I think with Natalie Foster, Kaz Brown, I'm running with Orlando.
That's
her
fine.
On the service line. I mean, she took over a match. Literally took over a set.
I don't know if we've made this clear, but it could go any way this
at
year.
Any given
At any match, it could go either
Unless you're
way.
playing Indy. Atlanta at San Diego. San Diego, we both pick.
I picked San Diego.
And I got Atlanta.
Wow, a lot
so we got some
differences.
Yeah, we'll see who comes out on top. I mean, I think I won this week, didn't I?
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome. Only one Sunday match, Grand Rapids at Indy, and we both pick Indy.
Yeah. But that would be cool. I mean, that would be something if Grand Rapids came and pulled the upset.
We'll stay tuned. We're halfway through the season now.
No, I don't think we're over. I think this is
at halfway.
Yeah, I think there's 18 weeks.
The top two teams are definitely separating themselves from the rest of the pack, and we got a log jam fighting for the third and fourth position. So stay tuned. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Second half of the season.
I wonder what it's going to be like a month from now. Like, ooh.
This is our 16th episode, right?
Yeah.
And we're only halfway through. We're going to be 32 episodes, or plus maybe.
I have to hang out with you that many times.
You mean you get to? You're welcome. Hey, thanks for joining us on the Major League Minute podcast.
Thanks, guys.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and we'll see you next time.
Do they want to see a set?
I don't know. In the comments, let us know if you watch us set.
If anybody pays attention at the very end.
Right.
Ooh, we're actually pretty good today.
Getting better.
Oh. Cut.
Bye.
Bye.